We're going to continue on learning about the different regions of the United States, and for this lesson, we're going to focus on the Southeast region of the United States. The Southeast region contains 12 states. They are Arkansas, seen at location number 1, Louisiana, at number 2 on the map, Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. The Southeast region had many different Native American tribes living there for thousands of years. Some of the notable tribes were the Mississippian Mound Builders, the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Choctaw, Creek, and Seminole. There are many different tribes that flourished in the Southeast as well, prior to the arrival of the European explorers. Juan Ponce de Leon was the first European to arrive in the Southeast when he landed in Florida in 1513. During the 1500s, many more European explorers arrived by ship in the Southeast. These early explorers were looking for gold and other riches, and even for a mythical fountain of youth. Soon after, European settlers followed their path across the ocean. The settlers planned to set up colonies and call the new lands their home. In the 1500s, many of the new colonies failed due to disease, starvation, fighting with Native Americans, and even fighting with other European colonists. Eventually, many English, French, and Spanish colonies succeeded in the Southeast region. 12 states make up the Southeast region. In all 12, the summer is hot and humid. The winter is mild. In some southeastern states, such as tropical Florida, the winter can actually be warm. The Southeast region gets fairly large amount of precipitation each year. Precipitation is rain or snow in northern areas. And especially large amounts of rain can fall in the summer. The long, warm summers combined with lots of precipitation makes a favorable growing season for the Southeast farmers. That means the farmers get a lot of days each year to grow their crops. Hurricane season is from June through November. During this time, the coastal states can have hurricanes come ashore. Hurricanes are strong, spinning storms that form over the water, and when they move over land, they are very dangerous and can cause a lot of damage. The Southeast region borders the Southwest, Midwest, and Northeast regions. To the east, it is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean. Its southern borders is the Gulf of Mexico. The land in all of the southeastern states is green and lush. The amounts of rainfall received in the Southeast allows for the land to be very fertile. The Southeast is famous for growing crops such as cotton, tobacco, peaches, melons, soybeans, peanuts, oranges, and rice. The physical geography of the Southeast varies by state. A lot of the land in the Southeast is flat, fertile farmland. However, some of the inland areas have rocky hills and mountains. The Appalachian Mountains start in the Southeast region and extend northward. Most of the states that border the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean have smooth, sandy beaches. In rural areas, many people work in the farming and livestock industries. In the past, the southeastern economy was based largely on growing crops. However, in the late 1900s, larger cities in the Southeast began to bring in a lot of new businesses and job opportunities. Many large companies have moved their operations to big southeastern cities such as Atlanta, Georgia, and Memphis, Tennessee. They relocated their businesses to the Southeast region because the cost of living is lower when compared to many places in the Northeast and the West regions. In this region, people now work in many different areas such as manufacturing, tourism, government, science, and fishing industries. Several auto manufacturers have opened factories to build cars in the Southeast region. Tourism is important to the coastal areas from Virginia all the way to Florida and neighboring Gulf Coast states. Many government jobs are found in Virginia because it's located very close to Washington, D.C. In addition, very important scientific research is done in North Carolina in an area known as the Research Triangle. Natural resources are materials that are found in the environment. not made by humans. Humans then can use these natural resources to make other helpful things. In the southeast, several states have coal mines. The coal is taken out of the ground and turned into energy source. Some states in the region have oil underground. There are even oil platforms in the Gulf of Mexico where oil is pumped out of the ground from under the water. The oil is then used for energy and turned into products such as gasoline. Many other natural resources can also be found in the ground in the southeast. Natural gas, stones, clays, and sands are all mined from the ground. We can even find diamonds in Arkansas. There are many forests in the southeast that provide timber, which can be made into a lot of different things. Did you know that the paper is made from trees? When trees are cut down, they can be stripped of their bark and shaped into flat pieces of wood. This wood, called lumber, is an essential building material. Lumber is used to build houses and many other things that we use in our daily lives. In North Carolina, there are farms that grow only Christmas trees. Did you know that water around us is also a natural resource? In Tennessee and many other states, dams have been built to harness the power that results from the force of falling or fast-moving water. Hydropower, or water power, can be used to create electricity for people to use in their homes and businesses. This is a great way to create energy, and it is not bad for the environment. The dams use the water power without creating dangerous pollution. Plus, it is a renewable resource. Renewable means that we won't run out of it. Landmarks are important places. They can be man-made things such as a monument. They can be historical locations that help to remind us of important events that happened there. They can also be things created by nature that are unique in some way. There are many landmarks in the 12 states that make up the Southeast region. Here, we will look at just a few of them. The first is the Kennedy Space Center. It's an important piece of space exploration history. It's located on Florida's East Coast. Since 1968, the Kennedy Space Center has been the primary launch site for human spaceflight. The Apollo program, the first space mission to ever land on the moon, was launched from the Kennedy Space Center. Apollo 11 astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were the first people to walk on the surface of the moon. Over the years, there have been 6 different space shuttles that have launched from the Space Center. The Enterprise, the Challenger, Columbia, Discovery, Atlantis, Endeavour, and the Astronaut Hall of Fame is also located here. The Wright Brothers National Memorial in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Wilbur and Orville Wright were pioneers of modern flight from 1900 to 1903. The brothers conducted a series of experiments that resulted in the world's first heavier-than-air, powered controlled flight. The airplane was called the Wright Flyer. The brothers used the scientific and mechanical skills to experiment with different ways to achieve powered flight. Finally, in 1903, they achieved success. Orville manned the flyer, and it flew for 12 seconds under the power of its own engine. In 1932, a memorial was dedicated to mark this historic event in aviation history. And finally, the Cumberland Gap. The Cumberland Gap is a narrow pass through the Appalachian Mountains. The path has been used by Native Americans long before the settlers arrived. It's famous in American history for providing settlers an easier path to move west into Kentucky and Tennessee. In 1775, Daniel Boone and a group of men explored the path and widened it so the pioneers' wagons could get through. It's now part of the Cumberland Gap National Historical Park.